A new Wordle puzzle is online. Click on the link to play.
Listening to the following video may give you clues. Please like and share the videos.
Luka Doncic helps Mavericks stun Suns 113-113. After a dominating performance by Luka Doncic, the Mavericks stunned the Suns 113-113 on Sunday night. Phoenix's season is in jeopardy.
The young star has been struggling for much of the season, but that could change with his latest performance. Here's what we know about the game, Doncic's dominant performance, and the impact Booker's game-winning shot.
Luka Doncic's dominant performance. For the first time since the 2008 Finals, a rookie has led a team to a series win.
Dallas dominated the first half, holding the Suns to a single field goal, and Doncic's 27 points were enough to give the Mavericks an early lead. His 27 points were more than anyone on the other team in the first half.
The Mavericks were without Dirk and Rudy Gobert, but that didn't stop the talented rookie from leading them to the Western Conference Finals. Doncic finished with a game-high 35 points and a game-high 10 rebounds.
He shot 12 off minus 19 shots from the field and 6 off minus 11 from three-point range. After that, the Mavericks never looked back.
While the Mavericks were boosted by a trade of Kristaps Porzingis to the Washington Wizards, Doncic's impressive performance was the difference in the series. With this win, the Mavericks have advanced to the Western Conference Finals for the first time since 2011.
In the first half, Dallas led by as many as 42 points, but Doncic knocked down 3 threes to send Cameron Johnson to the floor. With that, the Mavericks led 57-27 at the half.
Luka Doncic's dominant performance helped Dallas stun the Suns. The Mavericks are up to the second round and will be playing the Golden State Warriors on Wednesday.
The Mavericks won Game 7 with a 116-111 victory. Doncic's dominant performance helped Dallas win Game 7.
The Suns were without Chris Paul, who averaged 26.2 ppg entering the game, and DeAndre Ayton and Dorian Finney-Smith failed to be a factor.
They shot 37.9 from the field, while Booker and Paul didn't even play. A Phoenix's triples.
Despite the Suns' top 4 offense during the regular season, Phoenix has struggled against Luka Doncic. It's easy to understand why given his lack of size and mobility.
As a result, his defense has been vulnerable to his quick passes to teammates. But this season, the Suns are betting on Doncic's offense to be cumulative.
The Suns' struggles are largely because they don't have a number 1 big man. The Mavs have targeted Luka Doncic mercilessly in pick-and-roll situations, as they have in all 3 games.
But Doncic has largely been able to capitalize on that vulnerability. In his last matchup against the Mavericks, he made 14 of 26 field goal attempts in the paint.
While that might be impressive, his lack of movement in the post and his tendency to relax as the possessions go by have caused the Mavs to be a poor team this season. Phoenix had a good night before the playoffs, but it wasn't enough to get past the Mavericks.
Doncic's play had a profound impact on the Suns' playoff run. In the first game, Doncic's 33 points were the difference in the series.
In Game 2, the Suns trailed by 9 points, but the Suns' savvy game plan made the Mavericks' offense more efficient and gave Doncic the time to adjust to the newcomer.
While Doncic's lack of size could hamper the Suns, they still have an excellent lineup. Phoenix is built around Paul and Booker.
The Suns have 2 great shooters in Paul and a physically imposing play finisher at center. Doncic's emergence means that Monty Williams will have to play him accordingly.
Doncic's lack of physicality, however, may hinder his ability to make clutch shots and score big points. Dallas' reliance on Doncic.
Luka Doncic was on fire for the Dallas Mavericks on Sunday, putting up 35 points and 9 rebounds to help his team defeat the Phoenix Suns 123-90. The young forward has now reached the Western Conference Finals for the first time since 2011.
In this series, Doncic has been the star player, scoring more points than any other player in the series. The first half was a showcase for Doncic, who had 27 points in the first half.
The Mavericks rained down threes on the Suns in games 1 through 6, but it was Doncic who provided the torrential downpour. Dallas connected on 19 of their 22 deep shots, and the swarm of stars made it look like they had never played together.
The Dallas Mavericks are up by 42 points after 3 quarters. This is a massive lead.
Dallas has never led a game against the Phoenix Suns. However, Brunson and Spencer Dinwiddie are carrying the load, while Doncic and his teammates continue to dominate on the other end of the floor.
As for Brunson, he has eclipsed the 20-point mark with 24 points. The Mavericks are now going to travel to the Golden State Warriors for Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals.
Luka Doncic led the team with 27 points in the first half, and Dinwiddie added another 27. Suns players seemed to be confused and disorganized, and the first half wasn't even close to what they were capable of during the regular season.
Moreover, they didn't look like the Suns did, as they were blown out by the intensity of Game 7 pressure. Impact Booker's game-winning shot.
Devin Booker's game-winning three-pointer in the fourth quarter proved to be the difference in this one. The Phoenix Suns had been down by a large margin through 3 quarters, but Booker's clutch performance in the final quarter proved to be the difference.
He finished the game with 24 points, including 4 3-pointers. Booker's game-winning jumper cleared Josh Richardson to give the Suns the victory in Game 4 and a chance to get back on track in the series.
After a slow start, Booker's heroics capped a remarkable comeback. The veteran guard scored 18 points on 4 of 7 shooting, including a pair of 3-pointers.
Chris Paul added 12 points on 9 shots, 5 of which were made. The Mavericks had a late push as Chris Paul missed 2 shots with only a second to play.
The Suns had a much better backcourt than the Mavericks, with Chris Paul and Devin Booker leading the way. The two were tied with 28 points apiece, and Booker is shooting 55.5% from three-point range.
Booker has a long history of playoff performance and has been a vital piece of Dallas' playoff success. After 3 straight road games, the Phoenix Suns needed a solid performance to win the series.
They rotated better and stopped Doncic from kicking out to the perimeter. Ultimately, Phoenix failed to find its rhythm and allowed the Mavericks to pull the upset.
With Luka Doncic, they were able to take down the Suns. In the second half, Phoenix averaged just 19 points.
Devin Booker had 10 points on 2 of 11 shooting but only 2 assists. Tim Hardaway's towel.
During his extended absence, Hardaway has been a popular figure among Mavericks fans. He is a vocal leader, often sitting on the end of the bench during games and watching the head coaches and opposing players.
Hardaway is also known for shouting out plays and defensive looks during games. In the last game, he helped the Mavericks to a 117-97 victory over the Phoenix Suns.
His father, Tim Hardaway, played for the Knicks for consecutive past seasons and now works for the Miami Heat as a community liaison and scout. His son, Luka Doncic, had a similar response to the startup change.
In addition to his dad's scouting work, Tim Hardaway wore a blue dress shirt, matching his father's Knicks jersey. While playing for the Michigan Wolverines, Hardaway averaged 14.3 points per game.
After the second quarter, Hardaway was intentionally fouled, which resulted in an injury. After hitting both free throws, he limped back to the bench and was unable to put any weight on his left leg.
After the half, he was declared inactive. On TNT, the Mavericks wheeled Hardaway to a different part of the arena for evaluation.
Hardaway was eventually wheeled out and left the Chase Center on crutches and with a boot on his left foot. And after a disappointing loss to the Los Angeles Clippers, Luka Doncic put the Mavericks back on track against the Phoenix Suns.
With 42 points, Tim Hardaway Jr. contributed 26 points.
Doncic's teammates couldn't do much to help him, but the game was still a big win for the Mavericks, who are 3-2 in their first-round playoff series. The 4th-seeded Clippers, led by Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, were defeated by Doncic's team.